I have prepared one PPT for you all. So I will first will give you the presentation about what actually automation is, what RPA is. Then at the end of the program, we will be having a Q&A session where you guys can ask the questions from me related to the robotics process automation, RPA, or any kind of question you are having related to either RPA or artificial intelligence or machine learning. Any kind of question you are having, you can ask that to me. So is my screen is visible to you all? Can anyone please confirm? Is my screen is visible? Hello? Can anyone turn on the mic and tell me that my screen is visible? Hello? No, sir. Okay, give me a minute. Just now it's visible. Nice. The screen is visible now. Anyone can open up the mic and tell me is visible or not now?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Thanks. So we will be starting our session on robotics process automation. So before moving towards, just let me know one thing. Like, how many of you have heard this RPA terms before? Can any one of you raise the hand? How many of you have heard the name RPA before? Is there an option in Google Meet to raise your hand? How many of you heard the name of RPA before this coming to this webinar? No one has heard the name of RPA. Can you raise the hand? Guy, if you haven't heard the name of this technology, can you please raise your hand? If you haven't heard the name like RPA before. Anyone? Can you please raise your hand? There is an option to raise your hand here. Have you heard or not? Can you please let me know in the chat box? Any one of you? Anyone is there or not? Why you guys are not interacting? So you guys have heard the name or not? I'm asking that you guys have heard the name of RP or not before. You can write in the chat also. Pranjal is saying no. No, ma'am. As my voice is bit, I'm sir, not ma'am, Pranjal. But no issue. Pranjal haven't heard the name. Okay, fine. So let me start the session. So RPA is a bit related to artificial intelligence and machine learning, bit kind of that. So before proceeding further, if you guys are aware about the term automation, okay, you have heard it many times. Can you please automate this? So it is one of the most commonly or widely used terms today in the corporate sector. So it's a if you go into the corporate, if you go into the companies like TCS, Wipro, Infosys, Cognizant, Microsoft, IBM, Amazon, so automation plays a very big role. When you are a big company, big enterprise, you want to do automation where there is a very less human interaction or human intervention is there. So in order to scale, or suppose you are having, suppose for Amazon is for Amazon India, it's taking, or for Amazon at a global level, it's taking order in a per hour, or in an hour, it's taking millions of order. So it is just impossible for a human being to process each and every reports. Okay, so in order to scale or grow a company, we automation is a very important thing that we should do as a company or as an enterprise, because on a per day, if Amazon or Flipkart is on a per hour, if an Amazon and Flipkart is having big millions and billions of orders, how it can be possible for them to process? It will become very hard for them to process unless and until they are having certain kind of automation where a buyers can purchase a goods, and the uh, the seller will be notified instantly, and then the delivery partner will be informed instantly. So there is a bit of automation will be between all this process. That's why only then in this way only a enterprise or a company can scale at a very wide range. So if you go into the enterprise or if you go into the corporate, so this automation is a very widely used term, uh, and it's the base or core of the every MNC that you see. Okay, and automation can be anything. It's not like it can be RPA, it can be Python automation, Python scripting automation, VBA scripting automation, Java automation. So it can be different kind of automation. It doesn't mean that it can only be related to the RPA. RPA is a part of automation where we use software with artificial intelligence and machine learning capabilities to handle high volume repeatable tasks that previously required humans to perform. So let me just give you an example. Suppose a particular task is there. Suppose you need to log in into the Gmail, and you have to send one mail on daily basis. Suppose on daily basis at 5 p.m. you have to send a report to your brother or to your colleagues, to anyone XYZ. You need to send one report by opening Gmail, logging into the Gmail. You have to send one report to one of your colleague or anyone XYZ at every day at 5 p.m. So this is actually a manual task that you need to do. So what you can do for this is you can automate this process. At 5 p.m. the bot will send the report on the behalf of your on the behalf of yours. So basically the robotics process automation is basically RPA. We use software uh, with different kind of uh, AI, artificial intelligence, and coding skills involved in that. That handles repetitive tasks that the human being do. You and me does the repetitive task, so it automate that. Okay, and RPA is one of the most booming industry, most booming profile that is growing from last 2 years in India or across the globe. Everyone wants automation through RPA because of the cost. Suppose for a particular task, for a particular repetitive task where it doesn't require much uh, brain or much logic, there if you're having 10 employees, you are paying salary to 10 employees. And suppose if you are doing one automation, then that 10 employee, the amount that the company is paying for the 10 employee, that can be done in one or two employee only. Okay, by paying the amount of one or two employee only, then the company is having the profit of 8 employee. Suppose a company is giving a salary of 5 lakhs to a 10 employee, then it means that on monthly on yearly basis the company is having an expenditure of 50 to 60 lakhs on a particular task. And suppose the company does the automation, then the prices, the expenditure of the company got reduced to 5 lakhs or in between 5 to 10 lakhs. So you can assume how the automation is disrupting the whole industry. Okay, and also we as a employee need to learn the automation. We need to work hand in hand with RPA so that our job would not be affected. Okay, what RPA is not. So basically, when you hear about RPA, when you hear about the term RPA, like Its full form is Robotics Process Automation. So in this, it comes key. You might think of Robotics Process Automation as a robot who is performing some task, right? Who is doing some task. A robot is there who is doing some task without any human intervention, without any person intervention. And yeah, this can be partially right, but it's not a physical robot. uh, it's a piece of code. It's a line of code that is performing that task. So RPA is not an humanoid robot, and it doesn't exist physically. So if you are pre-assuming that RPA means that a robot should be there who is doing all the tasks, so it's just a piece of code. It doesn't exist in physical. It's a piece of code that does the automatic processes. RPA bots cannot entirely replace humans. So RPA bots cannot replace the humans, because humans are having the capabilities to think strategically, to drive things strategically, to use their brains, but they can only automate the process, uh, having repeated tasks, having repeated steps. The steps are predefined, so only that process can be automated. If something is needed where the brain needs to be applied, then at that point of time, RPA cannot replace the humans. Okay, but yeah, if something is there where low level of design thinking is required, low thinking is required there, and the process is very repetitive, the process is very designed, there you can have your RPA bots. RPA bot do not process logical thinking or decision making as skills, which is why they cannot replace human cognitive functions. The same thing is there that I have explained you. So these are the RPA benefits that a company will be getting if they adopt this technology. So reduction of the cost is there. I have already explained you that the cost will be reduced. Reduces operational risk means that if you are having 10 people, okay, handling 10 people is a very big task than handling anything. Everything is done by bot. So it's reduces operational risk. Quality and accuracy, it means that if 10 people are doing their things manually, then there is a high chances that there will be a error or something will be there, and if bot is performing the thing, there will be at least 99.9% the quality and accuracy will be maintained. You can say that 100% the quality and accuracy will be maintained, unless and until you provide wrong input. Okay, and scalability, as in the first slide only I have explained you ki suppose Amazon and Flipkart or any kind of companies, any kind of enterprises who is having a huge amount of volume per hour or per minute, so it's become adopting these technologies becomes mandatory for them. Reduces workload, I have already explained you. Improved customer satisfaction, so if you are giving an accuracy of 100%, 99.9%, then yeah, the customer satisfaction also is there. If you guys have visited various sites, you would have find out that various chatbots are there. Whenever you enter into the website, on left or right corner one chatbot will appear. That is also a part of RPA. Whenever you also go to IRCTC website, Indian Railways website, you will find one DISA chatbot is there. That's also a part of RPA. So predefined questions are given there, according to that C answer. So that's also a part of RPA. Improve business results, yeah, of course this gonna improve the business, and the people will be more focused on the business than doing the operations. Yeah, so these are all the benefits that we will be having from the RPA. So these are basically three types of RPAs are there. One is unattended or autonomous RPA, second is attended RPA, and third is hybrid RPA. So unattended or autonomous RPA is a RPA that runs without any interference. Okay, it will be scheduled and it will run on the basis of the scheduling that you have done. It it's a pure autonomous. It works on the input be provided, so it runs on the virtual machine, and it doesn't require any kind of human intervention. So it will run automatically. You don't need to do any steps to these bots. They will run at a particular time or whenever they needed without any human intervention. Nothing is required when running an unattended bot. Attended bot is there where manual intervention is required. Like you have to put the input file somewhere in between the automation. You have to do some manual intervention. So that's the attended RPA. And hybrid RPA is there, which is a combination of unattended and attended RPA. So few RPAs there, this is a combination of both. At one part, it's required unattended. First part of the RPA automation is unattended, and maybe second part is the attended. So yeah, hybrid. So basically, two types of RPAs are there. Third type is basically the combination of both two. So doesn't count, but people consider this also coined one name as a hybrid RPA. Okay, so yeah, after this, if you guys are aware, so RPA is basically, there are various tools are there in the market, that various softwares are there in the market, various companies are there in the market which are having softwares on RPA, either SaaS software or desktop software, either on cloud or on desktop software. So various kind of softwares are there. So various companies are there who is having their products in the market to facilitate RPA, to make the RPA ease. So these are all the basically list of the companies or the tools that are available in the market. So Blue Prism is there. So Blue Prism is the first company. It's a very old company. It's a very old RPA tool. I guess it's one of the first company that has dived into the RPA, and it's one of the oldest RPA tools. So if you go into the some old and big company, you will find out that their automation is on the Blue Prism. Okay, so Blue Prism is the oldest RPA tools that we are having. Automation Anywhere is also there. It's one of the highest currently. From last 2 years, Autonomous Anywhere is growing exponentially by leaps and bounds. So from last 2 years, they are accelerating at a very high pace. UiPath is there, WorkFusion is there, Pega is there, Redwood is there, OpenSpan is there. So currently, UiPath RPA tool is having the highest number of adoption in the industry. So majority of the company are using UiPath. Then they are using Automation Anywhere, and in third, they are using Blue Prism. So in industry, if you are an RPA developer, you will be having like there is a huge demand of RPA developer in the industry right now. From last 2 years, and in the upcoming 3 to 4 years or max 5 to 10 years, the demand will go on, because people will be doing the automation to improve their businesses, to have a scalability, to increase the accuracy. So they need to have, if something is there where less manual intervention is there, so they will of course go for automation. So these are all the tools that we are having in the market. So tools are basically, if you have used Paint, Paint is also a tool, a software by Adobe. Okay, so Adobe, I guess it is from Adobe, or Photoshop is also there from Adobe. So these are all the tools from where you can edit or create some pictures, okay, without writing your own code. Same way, Blue Prism, Automation Anywhere, and UiPath are the tools from which you can do the automation. Okay, so they are having predefined functions. Like suppose if you need to run a loop, they are already having one function to create a loop, to run a loop, to iterate a loop, to break the loop, to exit the loop. So you don't need to write the code for this. You have to, the like a structure of the RPA automation is like, first you have to identify the business problem. Like you have to identify if someone is at the customer support. So this customer support process can be automated. You need to identify the business first. Yeah, this is the business, and this can be automated as very less human intervention is required in this. So first you have to find the problem in the business, uh, then you have to do a proper design. Yeah, we can design our bot in this way, and after that you have to do the development through using any one of these tools like Blue Prism, Automation Anywhere, UiPath, Pega, or Redwood, or OpenSpan. So using one of these, you have to do the automation, and you have to do the testing, and then you have to do the deployment. Okay, so these are all the things that you guys need to do. So that's all regarding the RPA from my end. And let me know if you guys are having having any kind of queries regarding this RPA or regarding the automation. You guys are having any kind of confusion till now what I have explained? Anyone? Please let me know if you're having any kind of confusion or doubt related to the RPA and the career perspective in the RPA. If you're planning to move into the RPA or AI or machine learning, then uh, uh, what kind of career, what kind of skills you guys need to do. So yeah, please let me know if you're having any kind of confusion, guys. Any kind of queries or questions you are having. So any queries is there from anyone? I guess no one is having any kind of queries. Someone is having. Can we say RP is similar to expert system? Bhushan, I didn't get. Expert system means, Bhushan, can you please give me a, I didn't get what is expert system means. Bhushan, you can open up your mic if you base. I didn't get what actually this uh, expert system means. You can also write in the chat. Bhusan, are you there? I'm not getting what actually expert system means. Means one process is. Yes, Bhusan, right. At 90% cases, Bhusan, in 90% of the cases, or the process, the steps are predefined. Okay. At some points, some logic is required. Suppose I will give you example. If you are going to market, okay, if you are going to market if you are going to market to buy vegetables, okay, and you step out from your home, and after stepping out there is one chauraha, okay, one chauraha is there. On one side, one side, on left side there is vegetable shop, and on right side there is a medical shop. On a straight, if you go straight, there is a uh, uh, clothing or fashion store is there, and on the back side some other stores are there. So these all these four paths are predefined. If you will be there, if you have stepped out from your home and you are at Chauraha, you know ki at all these points these things are there. So suppose if you go at Chauraha, if you went to Chauraha and you want to buy some vegetables, then you will go to left side, right, Bhusan? Because on the left road you are having this grocery store. So yeah, things are predefined, uh, already predefined. Only we can do the automation of the things which are already predefined. 95% of the chances we will be doing the automation for the things that are predefined. Hussein. Yeah, I guess.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I was asking, is like, is, is there any chances that RPA does self-learning?
Yes,
Means
RPA
RPA
does.
can-
Yes, RPA also does self-learning, Bhushan. So RPA, if you take it this to another level, like if you induced artificial intelligence or machine learning on in this, then yes, this will learn automatically according to this previous response. Like a chatbot is there, okay? So in a
Yes, sir.
chatbot, various inputs are given, like thousands and millions of questions are given there, thousands of millions of keywords are there. So from there, if you ask some question, they will give you the answer. If it's not in their dictionary, so yeah, they try to learn from their question and answer, because it's like you are also on the back of the mind, you are also training the whole system. Okay, so yeah, it can possible, but uh, currently in the industry, this RPA induced with artificial intelligence is very less in the scope. Okay, uh, that all the tools are not so powerful, so people are going for the artificial intelligence rather than inducing both this. But yeah, it's there. uh, if you have heard the name of, I guess you've heard the name of IBM Watson, anyone of you?
Yes, sir. IBM
So
Watson. Yeah.
IBM Watson is a kind of RPA. It also does the RPA process and having a chatbot option, and artificial intelligence and machine learning is induced in that. And IBM Watson is used at FIFA or at any kind of the event, sports event you see, where you need to show the statistics in a very less amount of time. So there they use the IBM Watson. In FIFA,
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Uh, hello. Yeah, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Can anyone let me know? So yeah, IBM Awesome is one thing where RPA and this AI and all are injected. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, and I hope I have answered what you were looking for.
Yes, sir. You have answered.
Yeah, thanks. And apart from Bhusan, any one of you are having any problem, any confusion? Mm,
Sir, am I audible?
yes, you are audible.
Sir, I was saying that before learning RPA, which language we have to learn? Like,
RPA, see, Gaurav, RPA is a tool. I have explained. RPA are the various kind of tools are there for robotics process automation. Now the things are very leveraged. You don't need to write the whole code. You just need to think the logic, like how you can design and uh, how you are planning to design and how logically you are planning to automate this a particular business process. So various kind of tools are there in market, that I was explaining you ki, uh, automation anywhere is there, UI path is there, blue prism is there. So just like, have you used Photoshop, Gaurav,
yeah, sir.
or
I have
Paint?
used
Have you used Paint, Microsoft Paint?
Yeah, yeah. Yes, yes.
So these are the tools where you go and take brush and do the brushing. You do the coloring, you do the erasing from the eraser part, or in the Photoshop also you do the same thing. You cut the picture, rotate the picture up down the picture, rotate it by 90 degree, 180 degree, 360 degree. So on the same thing is there in RPA, where you are having various kind of tools. Okay, so uh, there are various kind of functions are there that you already need to import, or any kind of language, Gaurav. You just have to use this technology. So dependency is very less. Either you know the programming language or not. Just you have to think, and you can dive into the automation, our robotics process automation. So no coding language is required. So you only need to have a thinking and logical mind. to automate the process.
Okay, so it means they are already predefined tools available in the market.
Yes, predefined tools are there. Exactly. Yes, Gaurav.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks. I guess I have answered your question, Gaurav.
So
Yeah,
you
yes,
means
sir. Of
RPA is
course.
a tool or it's
Our
a software?
tool or software both are same thing, Ramendra. So like few RPAs are SaaS, software as a service, which is on cloud. Few are on the desktop. So if you, I guess now every automation is both available on every RPA tools are both available on cloud as well as on premises, which is called as on desktop. So all the RPA are available on so yeah, they are tools. Software is also called a tool. That like Paint is also a tool as well as the software from Adobe, right? So like Adobe tools and software are very synchronous to each other. Software is a big part, and tool is a subset of that. Okay, Ramendra. So you can say it's a big umbrella. Their software is a big umbrella, where tools is a small umbrella. Okay, Ramendra, it's clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, thanks. Any further question? Any further question is there from anyone? I guess no one is having any questions. So yeah, uh, I guess we can uh, close the